guys, my name is Madison Hill. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. On today's video, do not let the background fool you. It is time for another pop off with Madison. If you missed my pop off from earlier in the week, don't worry. Actually, what are you doing? You should go check that out. But the reason why I'm coming to you from my bedroom is because my family is in town and I am letting my sister work in front of the wall of libations. So today's pop off is again going to be coming to you from my cozy, comfy bedroom. And we have a lot to discuss because we are talking about Scott Disick and Sofia Richie, their new flings, and the fact that the new people they are dating may or may not have dated each other. Talk about some serious freaking mess. I cannot wait to get into this with you guys because we have not gotten a chance to talk about Scott and Sofia, just you and I. So let's go ahead and get into it and start by unwrapping the facts. All right, so in case you didn't know, Scott Disick and Sofia Richie officially broke up a while back. Now, at the time of their breakup, sources told E! News and Us Weekly, and by sources I mean Chris Jenner, that Scott Disick was the one who actually called things off for good, despite Sofia Richie wanting to continue to work on the relationship. At the time, sources blamed their 15-year age gap on the breakup and said that they were both in just different places in their lives. Y'all think? Now, while Sofia might not have been pro-breakup in the beginning, because like I said, sources said that Scott Disick was the one who initially pushed for the breakup, the girl is absolutely thriving now. She is out showing off her abs. She is out working out. She's hanging out with friends, aka Jaden Smith. And now she also reportedly has a new man. Sofia Richie's new rumored man is reportedly named Matthew Morton. He's a 27-year-old entrepreneur, and the two were seen over the weekend at Nobu having a little date. As far as the status of Sofia and this new man, a source told Us Weekly that the two are definitely seeing each other and, quote, they're trying not to make a big deal about their relationship or about how serious it is. So clearly, Sofia and Matthew have some serious potential, which is exactly why you're probably wanting to know a few more details about this 27-year-old entrepreneur. But don't worry, I got you. I went ahead and did the creeping for you. So here's some things you need to know about Matthew Morton. Number one, he went to NYU, so he's got a great education. Number two, his dad founded Hard Rock Cafe. And number three, his grandfather founded Morton's Steakhouse. So two very well-known chains, which means that Mr. Matthew, his family bag is obviously completely secured, and it makes complete sense why he works in the food and beverage industry. So yes, although he is technically an entrepreneur, he's an entrepreneur that actually has things going. And now that brings us to the fourth fun fact you need to know about Mr. Matthew Morton. He was previously linked to model Megan Blake Irwin in 2016, who, you guessed it, is now linked to Scott Disick. Yes, you heard that correctly. The new guy that Sofia Richie is dating, Matthew Morton, used to allegedly date Megan Blake Irwin, who is now allegedly seeing Scott Disick. You cannot make this shit up. Now, Scott and Megan, they were seen on a little date night last week in West Hollywood, and the interesting thing about these two is that they've been linked before. Megan and Scott allegedly had a little fling, although neither of them ever confirmed it, back in 2016, which is the exact same year that Megan was also romantically linked to Matthew Morton. I'm telling ya, it's messy. As far as a little more info on Megan, if you're curious, she's from Australia, she's a dog mom, and she used to date Ski Ulrich, but they broke up 3 months ago, so her and Scott are definitely rebounding. Although, I want to put it out there, I don't think that Megan and Scott have as much potential as Matthew and Sofia, because truthfully, I think Scott and Courtney are on the brink of a reconciliation. We all saw the little comment he left on her recent post where she said champagne just popped early. Anyway, back to what I was saying. We all saw Courtney's recent little Instagram post where she said she doesn't cook, she doesn't clean, and Scott commented on it and said, that's for sure. Okay, clearly the champagne bottle is telling me it's time to pop off, which I completely agree with, so let's go ahead and get ready for a shambong. All right, so just because we haven't had time to talk about this yet, let's first talk about Scott and Sofia's breakup. I'll admit, initially when I heard these two called it quits, I was a little sad because I had just come around to rooting for them. I had just come around to actually supporting their relationship. So when I found out that they officially broke up, I was a little upset, but I have to say it was absolutely for the best because damn did Sofia Richie freaking upgrade with this 27-year-old entrepreneur, Matthew Morton. He's more age appropriate for her. He also has a lot going on on? And 3, can we circle back to the fact that his dad founded Hard Rock Cafe? Where can I find my own 27-year-old Matthew Morton? Someone please let me know. Now, as far as the fact that Matthew used to date Megan Blake Irwin, who is now Scott Disick's latest fling, I'll admit it's not great, but it's also not the worst. First of all, they allegedly dated back in 2016, so that was a while ago. And also, Megan was linked to Scott Disick that same year, so to me, I feel like it's really not that big of a deal. Scott Disick is just circling back, and honestly, Megan and Matthew, who knows? They could have just gone on a few dates and decided, hey, this isn't it. So to me, while that is some serious tea, and it is kind of messy, I'm hoping that Matthew and Megan really didn't have anything there. That way this doesn't cause any drama in the future, because I'm really at this point rooting for Sofia and Matthew. Now, as far as Megan and Scott, like I said earlier, I do not think that these two have any long-term potential. I think they're just killing time and both currently rebounding, because I feel like we are on the brink of a Scott and Courtney, a Scourtney reconciliation. I think the little Instagram flirting is just the beginning. We know that Scott has done this time and time and time again, even when he was with Sofia. The holidays are coming up. We know that Scott and Courtney always spend the holidays together for the kids. So personally, I think that it is going to happen. And at the end of the day, if we're being honest, I think there's only one person who can put up with Kourtney Kardashian, and that's Scott Disick. And I think there's only one person who can really put up with Scott Disick, and that's Kourtney Kardashian. So I think that Scourtney is going to get back together. I personally think it will be around the holidays, but who knows? It could take a little bit longer than that. Kourtney might find him a little less desirable now that he's a single man, but eventually I think she will give in. So I think it's definitely something we're going to have to keep an eye on. And also in the meantime, I will, 1, be trying to find my own Matthew Morton, and 2, I'm going to be rooting for Matthew and Sofia. I think they have some serious great potential, and honestly, she deserves someone who's a little closer to her age, someone who's equally motivated and wanting to get out there and just live their best life. So I'm very team Sofia and Matthew, not really team Scott and Megan, because again, not gonna last. And also, I'll just be waiting for Scott and Courtney to finally announce that they're back together. I'm calling it now. I really do think it's gonna happen, but I want to hear what you think. Let me know your thoughts on all of the latest with Scott and Sofia down there in the comments. What do you think about the fact that their new flings used to date each other? Also, do you think Scott and Courtney are gonna get back together? Are you team Matthew and Sofia? I want to hear it all, so let it all out down below. Also, while you're at it, if you could please give this video a thumbs up, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, and don't forget that notification bell. And if you're not sick of seeing my face, I would also appreciate it if you would give me a follow on Instagram. And on that note, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!